Good morning, Pretty Tarot channel here. And while I was getting dressed this morning, I was getting dressed for church because I go to church in the afternoon. And so I still have some time left before I head out for church. But I kind of felt like I needed to do a reading for those who need it. And I want to give credit to Tyler's Tarot because I think he does the readings for those who need it under that title, you know. So I'm gonna give him credit for that title, but I'm still gonna do this my style or whatever. But this is for those of you who need the guidance. So I'm just gonna pick up on the situation and do advice. This is a timeless reading. I have plenty of timeless readings on my channel and pick a card readings for you guys to check out if you want. And I did Scorpio 2020 yesterday, and I'll be doing more of those later on, either today or tomorrow, whatever. But this is for those who truly need it. I'm going to keep this quick. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. And I pray that you guys have a blessed and prosperous new year, and that God will see you through whatever challenges that you have, and that you will heal if you need to heal, that you will be guided and find whatever directions you need to go in, and that you will detoxify your life. Okay? Amen, if you can call that a prayer. I guess I can call that a prayer. All right. What's going on for you guys? For those who need it. Okay. So, business card in reverse, Venus card in reverse, and we have invention. Okay, and the invention card, the creativity guide. So, for those of you guys who need this right now, you guys may be struggling with not being able, there's different narratives for this. And for some of you, this may be an issue with not being able to compromise or not being able to come to an agreement or make arrangements, not being able to seal the deal or do a contract. For some of you, this is going to be not being able to get a business off the ground. For others of you, this is going to be not be able to handle your business. Some of you, this is going to literally be a lack of passion for some sort of business or whatever this is that could be going on. And you guys are, I feel like with conjunction with that, it's like you guys are, I feel like you guys are struggling to really know how to create a situation with, in regards to a business, in terms of how to go about your business. Okay, like I feel like you guys don't know how to, because I'm looking for the right words for this. And I'm going to go with the narrative that I see here. For some of you guys, you may be struggling with business. You may, whether it's a business you own, a business you work for, a business, whatever kind of business that you have. Keep in mind, business can be, there's business, and then there's handling your business. There's also your personal business. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so many ways to really go about what you want to describe as your business. For others of you, it's just about not be able to make an agreement or come to agreement or make an arrangement or not be able to sign a deal or do a contract. For some of you, not be able to compromise or get along with somebody. But whatever the case is, this is affecting, for some of you, I hear your cash flows. For some of you, it's affecting just your dreams in terms of what you feel passionate about, and you just don't know how to go about that, because I say you got the business card reversed, you got the invention card here. Okay, an invention card is all about, being able to go to the drawing board and be able to come up with a plan or be able to get creative and create. So you guys are not able to create something related to business, or you just don't know how to get your business off the ground, or you don't know how to manage to get your business to run well. So maybe, let's say if you got a business, it's not successful and you don't know what to do about it, okay? You don't know how to go back to this drawing board, but you probably want to go back to the drawing board and see, what can I do to reinvent this business? What can I do to reinvent um, myself as a person? Or what can I do to, spark my passions for whatever it is that you have in mind? You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And if this isn't your reading, don't worry. There will be other readings. So just keep that in mind, you guys. But this is for whoever needs it. So keep that in mind. All right. Interesting sideways cards or whatever again. So we got the rejection card. And we got the quest card. So this is telling me that you guys really do not know. You don't know literally, like, I feel like you guys don't know if you need to explore further options here. It's like the same energy. Like, it's mirroring the same energy. Like, you guys don't know if you need to leave this behind or leave this alone. Okay? Whatever affairs you have here, you don't know if you need, whatever projects you may have here, whatever this is concerning business, or whether it's business, terms of career and job, or whether this is your personal business. It's like you guys don't know if this is something you need to leave behind or something you need to continue to press forward with. You don't know if you need to look at the ideas that you may have or what you may be hearing from others, and it's like you don't know how to filter out what makes sense and what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a part of you is trying to do this nonetheless. You're trying to filter out what makes sense, what doesn't. Some things you can, some things you can't. You're trying to maybe even reject some ideas of what societal standards say is success versus what you think is success. But at the same time, wanting to fit in maybe to those societal standards of what is deemed as success versus what isn't, but also knowing there is a standard of what is success and what isn't. Like, if you have a business and you're not making money, you may be feeling like, hey, it's one thing to have a business, which is great, but is it making money? If it's not, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Do you go off of that or do you not go off of that? But with the quest card, like I said, in the sideways position, it's like wondering, do you need to further explore this in terms of where is this going? Where is this going? Wondering, where is this going? It's like you think you know where this is headed, but you're not really sure. You think you might be able to explore where this is going, but you're not too sure, not too clear. So I'm going to pull some of my side cards, and then I'm going to get my tarot cards out. Okay. Friendship card fell out on the floor. Upright position, but still kind of angled. So this may involve others. This may involve acquaintances, friends, and I feel like also coworkers, possibly. Not always, but this may involve people you know. Now, out of all the years I've used these cards, there's a parrot, there's a parrot on the side, and that parrot has never stood out to me before. Okay, this parrot's never stood out to me before. Even the rum kettles in the back has never stood out to me before. So what do we know about parrots? Parrots often are listening. Why? Because they like to mimic and repeat what they heard. So it's like someone, copying. It's like somebody mimicking. It's like somebody gossiping. So it could be a situation where maybe you could be paying attention to what's being said, what's going on around you or in the background, and maybe there's some gossip going on. Maybe there is just you kind of like seeking advice from friends, family, acquaintances or whatever, coworkers, maybe, and just like, really just kind of like you're listening, you're paying attention, You may be trying to mimic or copy, or follow through with some of the things they're suggesting or whatever, or there may be just gossip or talk in the background, you know. I don't know why I hear malicious for somebody. That's not for everybody, but for somebody it may be malicious. I don't know if somebody's business also was affected by this, or whether it's their personal business or their career, job, business, or work or whatever. But I feel like you guys may be seeking advice from other people just to kind of, or just talk to other people, maybe just to get some sort of handle on what's going, what you should do and what maybe other people may think. You maybe even think about getting together with friends regarding your project or your business or just whatever, or just in general, just to, take a load off, But for some people, there may be malicious gossip going around amongst mutual friends, acquaintances, coworkers, whoever. You know what I'm saying? But that's not going to be for everybody. But birth card here, the birth card. So you guys are looking for a fresh start or a new beginning. Maybe you want to start over. Maybe you want a do-over. Maybe you want to regenerate something and just give it a new take. Whatever case, and I don't want to say that's birth, like literally birth for someone. Maybe you might have heard, through the grapevine or through somebody, word may have got around that someone gave birth or is, having a child or something. But that depends on how the situation relates to your situation. But I feel like for most of you, this is going to be just about gathering new ideas and just starting fresh, starting new. New job, new project, new business, new field of work, new frame of mind, or just literally starting over again with a friend or a family member or a significant other or someone that you were talking to or dating or whatever, So if there was a personal situation that didn't work out, you could have been wondering, how to go about it, how to deal with it. Does this make sense? Does this not make sense? Should I listen to what everybody else is saying? Should I go by the standards of what everybody else, says I should go by, or should I go by my own standards? Do I need to further explore this? Do I not? Do I need to go on a journey with this? Do I need to, and kind of thinking where this is going, but then not really being sure, and either sitting down to talk and discuss and maybe try to see if you can work things out or not, and start fresh. Or like I said, getting fresh perspectives or just hearing things from different people, different places. And like I said, considering starting new, starting fresh. Okay. So that's kind of like the recap of what I'm seeing here with all these cards. Okay. Yeah. So this is the directions card in reverse. You have an idea, you have a clue on what you need to do. And this comes from the fact that you may have, like I said, been doing, some sort of brainstorming with friends and family, coworkers, acquaintances, or just in general, just overhearing what other people are saying, whether you were taking, inventory, polling, whatever, and just kind of getting this idea that you could just start this over again, start this fresh, or like I said, really getting to just sit down and discuss some things with somebody and realizing, okay, maybe we could start fresh, maybe we could do something new, whatever. But the good thing is, like I said, you're not, this is the other thing, you're not confused about where you want to go in direction, and that's some of you. For others of you, you may feel like you don't have any options, okay? Because the upright, I would say, you don't know where you're going because there's so many different options, so many different paths you could take. But in reverse, you don't know where, you wouldn't have that issue if it's in the reverse. You kind of know where you want to go. That's some of you. Where others of you, you may feel like, well, you don't really have you don't have any other paths or options to take. Like, this is it. This is what you need to do, or this is it, or you feel like this is it. No other options, no other choices. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different narrative for each one of you. You guys feel like you're lacking wisdom. But you also may be feeling like you're just not grounded. You're not secure. You're not able to, maybe feeling like you're not able to hang in there. So let's see what my tarot cards would say. What the tarot cards say here is going on in your situation. Oh. Okay, so this one practically flipped itself. Okay, this is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's literally not, and I feel like for you guys, it's just not deciding to juggle anymore. Not going through all these extra changes to try to make one thing work to make the other thing work, because that it's been causing you to miss out on opportunities to try to juggle. So you're not doing that anymore. So you're coming out of that, or you're just choosing to not do it anymore. While at the same time, for some of you, I'm just kind of hearing that, like I said, you don't even get the option to try to do this juggling act, Eight of Pentacles, sideways. So you guys could be really thinking about going to school, studying a new skill, new trade, getting into a new field. You guys could also be wanting to just do your research. Literally, just do your research to try to figure out what can you do. What can you do? Because if you feel like you don't have any options or any choices, or you don't know, but you kind of know, you need to do something, then yeah, you're going to do your research. But some of you are going to choose to go to school. Let me pull some other cards here. Some of you are going to choose to go to school to pick up a new trade, new skill. Let me make sure to see what time it is. Okay, I still got time. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, there's one card over here. It fell out, but it flipped. So, Five of Pentacles. So you guys will be feeling like, just feeling like you don't fit in. And I feel like you feel like you don't fit in society the way society says how we should be, how we should live, how things should go, what is deemed as success. You don't fit in that idea, of what success is, or you just feel like you don't fit in. Somehow you feel like you do not fit in, and you do not, you're not like everybody else, It also could be, once again, though, for some people, because it's going to be a different narrative, other people not being so kind. So going back to that friendship card, in which I kind of was hearing malicious gossip for some of you, not for all of you. Whereas for others, I was just hearing just period gossip, hearsay, talk amongst people you may know, acquaintances, friends, whatever, Some of you may desire to have friends or friendship or something, but you don't think, you don't really know how to go about this, but you want this or whatever. But I just feel like some of you are just really feeling isolated and left out. Okay. Some of you are feeling really isolated, left out. But you don't realize, some of you, that you don't need to fit in with anybody else. And what everybody else is doing and how everybody else looks and appear is not for you. You know, I'm looking at these other ducks sticking their nose up at, this other supposed duck who is not a duck. This supposed duck is actually a swan, but because this swan is young, or because this swan has not fully developed yet into, or fully blossomed into what it will truly become, because it's in its early stages, it doesn't know what it truly is and what potential it truly has. And even those ugly ducklings that are being mean and making fun of them, making fun of them is not, don't even realize that so-called ugly duckling is a swan, a beautiful swan that is going to blossom into the most regal bird. Okay? Swans don't roll with ducks. They may be in the same ponds and waters, but they do not roll with them because they are an entirely different kind of bird, even though they're all the bird species. So you have to understand that. But keep in mind, though, for some of you, this Five of Pentacles is going to be about just feeling like you don't have enough. You may feel like you don't have enough money. You may feel like you don't have enough finances to handle your business. You may feel like you don't have enough, I don't know, people around to care. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's not hopefully it's not a health issue, but the original Five of Pentacles has, like I said, it has two people on it that are homeless, down and out. One of them is on a crutch, but they're standing outside of a church. And the problem is that they're standing outside of a place of refuge, a place where they should be able to go in and seek refuge and get help and receive blessings, but the problem is they won't go in that church. They're just too busy outside feeling sorry for themselves and feeling bad for themselves and moping and woe is me kind of thing, instead of realizing, what, help is available. Let me go seek it. Heck, it's right behind me. Let me just go in and be embraced and be, assisted and helped, and, people being kind. So sometimes it takes the willingness to open up and be willing to receive help and kindness and assistance, love, whatever it may be. Okay? No one necessarily has to feel that unempowered. And that's the one thing the Five of Pentacles always remind us of. Interesting enough, the Magician card in reverse. Okay? Magician card in reverse. So you don't feel empowered. Once again, you don't feel like you have the resources at your disposal to really make things happen, to really make this work. This business, this job, this career, your finances, a home, a relationship, a friendship, whatever's going on. Health, maybe. And that's not good, you guys. That's not good. So you guys are going to have to change. You guys have to change your perspective. Because I like to see the Magician card in the upright. Because in the upright, that's a very empowering feeling. It's knowing you can achieve. It's knowing what you can do. Let me see what other cards. Okay, so there's a couple of them. All right, so, oh my God, you guys got the Magician card reversed again? Dang. You know what? The reading that I did for Scorpio yesterday had a lot of double confirmation cards to come out. Now, I'm not saying that, a lot of you are Scorpios. A couple of you may be, but I got a feeling that a lot of people this year is going to have similar energy, okay, as a collective. And this is a collective reading anyway. So this is telling me a lot about what's going to, at least an indication of what's going to pop up in some of the zodiac readings that I'm going to do for the 2020 New Year, okay? So the Lover's card is also what popped out, but in the reverse. The Lover's card popping out in reverse is simply just telling me you can't make a decision. You can't choose, you can't decide. But for some of you, it feels once again like for some of you, and it's double confirmation again, you may not feel like you have any options to choose from. So not only is it a thing for some of you where you just absolutely cannot juggle, you cannot, be doing more than one thing. Some of you, it's like you do. Not only do you don't know what direction to go or what to choose or what not, some of you literally feel like you can't make a choice. You can't juggle options. You can't choose a path because you feel like you don't have those things available to you. Some of you feel like you don't have options. Period. And that's very non-empowering position to be in. Okay, so I'm going. Sorry, I got the cough. So I'm gonna do maybe some outcome cards here. And I feel like there's always a choice. There's always a choice. There's always an option. Even though people feel like there aren't, there always is. It's a matter of seeking. It's a matter of being able to be creative enough to understand. Because I feel like this is more mental, emotional than this is actually realistic. Because I feel like people oftentimes cannot see their choices or the options they have available to them because a lot of times people they become very narrow-minded and closed-minded when they get negative energy or when they feel they have limited resources. A person will start to panic and say, oh no, I don't have any options. I don't have any choices. I don't have anything available to me at my disposal to, make stuff happen or to be able to do things. But that's not necessarily always true. There's always something available or an option or choice or path you can take. It's just a matter of, are you open-minded and optimistic enough to look into those potential options or to take them? Because if you don't want to take the options or choices you have, or you don't want to go seek them out, then no, you won't have them. But like I said, you guys got the Eight of Pentacles card there pointing out that you are either knowing you need to do your research or you are doing your research. So like I said, some of you may be looking at going to school. Others of you may be looking to pick up a new trade or skill. Others of you may just be trying to just do your research, period, to figure out where can you go, what can you do. Or just trying to educate yourself, period, so that you can know for sure what your options and your choices are. Whether you're trying to educate yourself on what you can do about your health, or educate yourself on what you can do about your finances and money, or educate yourself on, the law, maybe, if it's a legal situation, whatever it may be, you guys know you got to do your research. Some of you are trying to do your research. Dang, oh my gosh. This is a year of double. This is a year of double. Know that. This is a year of double. 2020. This is a year of double. I mean, 220s. The readings I've been getting this year in 2020, they all keep showing me double confirmations of everything. Literally. So this is the second time you guys are getting the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Y'all probably can't see this because I got to get a better camera. You guys got the Magician card twice in reverse, both of these, And I have other cards here, even though they're not the exact same cards, they give the same message. Okay? Two of Pentacles in reverse, my Directions card in reverse. Quest card sideways. It's all pointing to you guys feeling like you don't have choices or options or directions to take. And you guys are feeling very unstable and secure with my Wisdom card in reverse. My Roots card in reverse. I call it my Wisdom and my Roots card. Yeah. Like I said, once again, you guys are feeling left out in the cold, like put out, Hopefully somebody didn't lose their job or whatever, or just didn't get put out of their business or their firm. You know, for those of you who are in business, corporate or whatever, maybe you got voted out of, you know, the panel. Maybe you got voted out of, you know, the association. It all depends. But where's a outcome card? It says some of you don't feel appreciated or accepted or welcome. Not all of you, but some of you. Maybe I need to pull an outcome card from a different deck, because this one I'm not getting it. Pull outcome card from this deck here. For the collective, for those who need it. An outcome card. All right. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. This is the Page of Swords in reverse. So that's telling me, I don't want to say that's turning a blind eye, but I feel like it is. But at the same, and that's like a double-edged sword. By turning a blind eye or choosing to not look or to not do research or choosing to not pay attention to others or what's going on around you, typically it's a spy card, but it doesn't always represent spying. It also represents looking, paying attention, observing, watching, you know, truly just being observant, you know, looking into things, looking into people, you know, investigating, doing the research, okay? And it's funny because where I place this is with Eight of Pentacles, which is all about researching. But I feel like with this in reverse, and if you're Scorpio, definitely check out your Scorpio 2020 reading. But because I'm seeing some similar cards, not all, but some. It's like you guys are choosing to and I feel like it relates to the rejection card. I feel like it's you guys are choosing to tune out from everything. So you may decide to not look at social media anymore because you feel like it's all fake. It's all, you know, fantasy, and everyone projecting themselves to look successful and appear great and happy, but that's not reality. And you don't want to give in to that because it's affecting the way you feel about what's going on in your life and your situation. That's a good thing, right? That is a good thing. You may also be choosing to tune out from paying attention to what's going on with others, period, just in general. So you may decide to not even care what's going on with, you know, Becky Sue and Johnny Joe and whoever you know in your circle or at work or in your business business realm in terms of other businesses and this and that. You just maybe choosing don't look at what everybody else is doing. Don't look at what everybody else is saying. Don't, you know, you may be choosing to turn a blind eye for that reason because it's affecting your sense of self-esteem, your sense of confidence, your ability to rationalize and not give in to things that may not even be reality for you, but it's a false reality for others, or just, you know what I'm saying? Just choosing to want to go your own way, your own path by not paying attention to what else is going on around you. You know, best example I could give is Missy Elliott as a music artist. She literally in an interview, she admitted that she don't listen to a lot of the music that's on the radio or in mainstream. She said she tunes out from a lot of that. Reason why? Because she said if she paid attention to any of that stuff, it would influence her ability to do her own thing, to be unique and to do her own creative sound. You know what I'm saying? She said she wouldn't be able to do that if she was influenced by hearing what else is going on out there. And that makes a lot of sense. So if you know, she wants to be true to herself and be successful along her terms, make good music along her terms, her own sound, her own thing. So if you guys are doing that, that's a good thing. Now the other, the only downside of that is if you're tuning away from reality though, meaning you got to decide to do something about your situation, meaning you got to do something to improve your situation, but you're choosing to bury your head in the sand and not look into options or choices or whatever, then that's not a good thing. But if this was the Two of Wands, then I would say you are definitely burying your head in the sand. But I don't want to say, but I don't want to really necessarily say that's what you guys are doing. But that's the possibility. That can also be the downside. If you don't know what's going on, like if you have a retail store, right? And you're selling clothing and stuff like that. If you're not paying attention to the trends that are going on in clothing, fashion, and retail, you're subject to be offering stuff that nobody wants. On the upside, you may be offering stuff that nobody else has, that everybody may want because nobody else has it, because you don't care what everybody else is selling. You want to sell what is unique to your business. You see what I'm saying? There's a double-edged sword to it. Okay? So you guys just think about that. But I'm going to go ahead and pull advice cards so I can get up out of here and go to church. Oh, let's see. Advice. I don't know, I keep hearing somebody choosing to ignore what's going on around them. Somebody is choosing to ignore what's going on around them. Magician card. Isn't that awesome? Now, that's God right there. That's all I'm going to say. This Magician card, though, came out in the upright for your advice. So this is pointing out, even though you guys had two Magician cards in the reverse, which to me is telling me that you don't feel you have what you need at your disposal to make things happen, or you don't feel like you can make things happen, or you don't feel like you have the skills or the talent to succeed or to overcome challenges, or like I said, to make things happen, you do. Because this is the Magician card in the upright for the advice. You have it. You're ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. That's what this card says. But that's also what this card represents. Interesting enough, I wasn't trying to pull another card, but this one fell out while I was talking to you guys. Five of Water. Five of Water. You guys be careful of falling victim to things not turning out the way you'd hope. Okay, and not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilt milk, because the Five of Cups is all about not being able to see the blessings. Okay, not being able to see the blessings when things don't work out. There are blessings, but if you can't see them because you're too busy worried about what didn't work out, then you won't be able to see, well, maybe this or that not working out turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because if this or that had happened, I would have missed out on this or that. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have to be able to be willing to say, well, you know, well, I caught a flat tire, but at least I didn't end up in that wreck on the highway that I was about to get on. You know what I'm saying? You never know what blessings that look like disaster, it's in disguise. It was something meant to protect you, to preserve you, to, you know, help you avoid wasting your time. I've experienced that quite a bit, getting mad and feeling like, why did this, you know, dang it, another thing that didn't work out, or why didn't that work out? And then realizing, ooh, it was a blessing in disguise. Okay, so you got the World card in reverse. This is pointing out to me that you don't quite feel like you're going to be able to complete or finish something and make success with it. But my advice cards, I always flip them upright because they're meant to be written upright. Okay, so it's pointing out a job well done. Okay, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. That's what's in store for you guys. but you have to be open-minded enough to be able to see the blessings when they come your way, and to be able to, and be open-minded enough to be able to be guided, because the guidance you receive may not always make sense to you. The direction or the path you may take, you may not always be able to see, you know, the blessings that's going to come from it. You know, and advice that somebody may give you, you may not even want to hear that. You may not even want to accept that advice, but it may be the best thing you could ever do. Interesting enough, romance card here. This is in reverse. Some of you may feel like you're just not going, no, you're not going to receive love. You're not going to get any love this year. I don't know why when I look at this card from the camera, it looks like there's an alien at the top. Some of you may feel like you're out of this world and you're so different that you just don't think you're going to, you know, find the right person that fits you or something. And that goes back to that ugly duckling card. But, you guys, yeah. For some of you, you will find that partner that fits you. No matter how different you are, they're out there. They're out there. You're not that foreign. You're not that strange. You're not that out of this world. You know, you're not a complete alien or anything like that. Some of you may feel alienated. And maybe that's why I was seeing that alien in that card. But you're not. You're no longer going to be experiencing that, you guys. Love will surround you. Kindness will surround you this year. Or right now. Or soon enough. Okay, got a couple more of those. You guys don't think you're going to experience abundance this year. Correction. Like I said, these cards could be read in the upright. You will experience abundance this year. And this is pointing out meditation, bringing answers in reverse, because you guys are not praying, you're not meditating. So no wonder it's not coming to you. No wonder. And this looked like an angel or Jesus or somebody back there. You guys need to get into your spirituality and seek the Creator and pray and ask for what it is that you want. You know? Let me pull some more other advice cards around here real quick. But, you know, I'll tell you, like I told a family member, you know, if you're not doing your due diligence, meaning you're not praying, you're not meditating, you're not doing your research, you're not looking into things, you're not looking where you can find help or assistance, and it's all out there, it's all available, you know, then things won't change. If you're not willing to put in the work and the effort, you know, God helps those who help themselves. I heard that a lot growing up. My father would always say that. When God sees you trying, He helps you out. When other people see you trying, they're more willing to help you out. But this is saying, just laugh. Just lighten up, you guys. Learn to enjoy the surprises that come up. You know, this Jack in the Box can be quite terrifying to anybody, because you don't know when this clown gonna pop out. You know what I'm saying? But when he does, instead of being offended by him popping out or being freaked out or scared that he just popped out, even if you do freak out when he pops out, just be willing to laugh after a while, and laugh at the fact that you didn't see this coming. You didn't see this clown coming at all, but they popped up on you. You know what I'm saying? Just be willing to laugh and be like, you know what? That's life. Because that is life sometimes. Things will pop up on you, whether it's people, situations, whatever it may be. Spread the light. Spread the light. Lead the way. Lead the way. Meaning, just try to be positive, you guys. If you try to be positive, you know, energy is infectious. If you're nasty, angry, mean, other people will be nasty, angry, mean too. It spreads easily, anger. attitudes, negative energy. But if you're positive, that energy spreads fast too. So lead the way. Lead the way. Just try. You know what I'm saying? Blow off some steam. Okay, so if you upset or you just feeling down, blow it off. Go find something to do, man. Find something fun to do. Find something fun to do. If you ain't got no money, go to the park. Chill. Go for a walk, jog, hang out with friends. And hang out with friends don't always mean spending money either. Find those friends that know how to have a good time without spending all your money. Or find those friends who are generous enough to treat you when they know you're going through something. Everybody should have those kind of friends. And if you ain't got them, go find them. This is saying you need to change your scenery, but it's in reverse. So it's pointing out that you're not willing to budge or move, or you're not willing to make some changes here in your environment. You need to make some changes in your environment. Okay? You need to go check out some places you ain't never been before. It might be refreshing. Or just go somewhere different for a change. Like literally, get out of the house or something. Go travel for a minute, or go to the museum or something, or whatever. Just change the scenery up a little bit, you guys. Change your habits. Nutrition card. You guys need to take better care of your health. Eat better. Live healthier. Get some exercise. Even if it's just going for a walk or something around the block a couple of times, or once or twice. Every day or every other day. But you definitely need to eat better. And you are what you eat. As they say, you are what you eat. Eat a bunch of junk food, you're gonna feel like crap. Because it's crap food. You ain't gotta be a super health nut or anything, but eat more wholesome foods, eat more wholesome meals. Detox, take vitamins, drink herbal teas, and take herbal supplements, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But you need to give your body better nutrition, because if you don't, your health will not be its best, and you're not going to feel your best at that point. You got sacred space. Okay, so it's telling you to create a place somewhere in your home, or just somewhere, period, maybe even in your mind, where you can just sit, be quiet, be still, and visualize and see a beautiful, peaceful place. And if you can't do that, open your phone, go to YouTube. You probably already on YouTube. Duh, you're on YouTube. Here on YouTube, look up 4000K videos. Look up beach videos. Look up forest videos. There's videos out there on purpose that they create where it's going along a trail in either a beautiful wooded space, or a beach, or beautiful locations, period. And it feels like you're there. Even maybe look up, what's those videos with the guys doing all those stunts and everything, riding those bikes through the mountain races and stuff, or that stuff is awesome. And it can help make you feel like you're somewhere else different, even if you can't go travel the world or something. Okay? Maybe you're stuck in a hospital bed. You want to change the scenery? Go look at those videos. It definitely helps create like an atmosphere of being somewhere else. Put on some relaxing meditation music. There's a lot of that on YouTube as well, completely for free. My favorites is by Kelly Howe. Some of my favorite channels is Mind Valley, and there's another one. But look up singing bowls. Those are amazing too. So a couple more advice cards and I'm out. Oh, yeah, a lot of cards here. Medicine woman. So you guys kind of know what you can do to heal yourselves and to heal your situation. It says you are a channel for divine healing power. I feel like we all are. It's within us to be able to heal ourselves and to be able to create our reality. What it says that, and not the card, but I'm saying what it says in all the holy books, Bible, Quran, and Torah, that God created us in his image. If God is a creator, then what does that make you? A creator. You have the ability to create and manifest your world. But you have to be aware of that, and you have to be willing to do the spiritual work to do so. to change and heal your world. It's within all of us. Children card. Children may be affecting your situation or your life. Maybe somebody wants to have a child. Maybe you have a child and you feel like that's a conflict here, you know, in which maybe for some of you who have children, you may want to move, but you feel like you can't because that's going to separate that child from the other parent maybe, or that may uproot them out of school and you don't want to do so in the middle of the school year or whatever it may be. Pray about that. Pray about that. And ask for guidance and discernment on how to handle or deal with that situation. And like I said, maybe even talk with the other parent. And if you have been, maybe you feel like that's been hard, but try to do what you can. Prosperity card in reverse, but the vice is always to be read in the upright. This is indicating you will have prosperity even though you don't believe it. It came out in reverse because your mental hangups over thinking you can't get past this, but you can. Prosperity is yours to have. The universe is pouring its abundance all out to you. Be open to receiving it. That's the real truth of the matter. Guiding children. So the children thing comes up again. Okay. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills. Use your skills to help children now. You guys take that how you wish to take it. But I'm going to end the reading here because I got to roll on and get to church. And if you guys ain't going to church, I encourage you strongly to find one. Because that is a place that can feel like home. It can be a place that you can look forward to every week if you so choose. I look forward to going to church every week. I truly do. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do every week that I look forward to. It's a place of peace. It's a place of, kinship among other people. And it's also a place that if you are feeling lonely or isolated, you won't feel lonely, isolated when you're in a church full of people. At least if you're going to the right church. At my church, they have a thing called the mingle time. And it only lasts for like a couple of minutes. But they ask everybody to stand and, give their neighbor around them a handshake, a greeting, a hug, anything. Or at least say hi. How you doing? And they encourage everybody to find someone they've never even met before to do this with. And in most cases, because my church is big, so every week I meet somebody or sit next to somebody I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I've never had to go out of the way to find anybody new, but it's a wonderful experience. At first, I was apprehensive about going to church, and for a long time I didn't, and now I wish I had went sooner because it's a wonderful environment to be in. And I truly do look forward to it. I was not wanting to really hear the music and, showing up late so I could skip the music. I even was skipping the mingle part. Because I was like really antisocial and really just closed off. You know what I'm saying? My heart was closed off. But the more I went every single week, I would go, the less closed off I became. You know what I'm saying? The less antisocial I became, the less negative I started to feel. And the more positive I started to feel. And I started to look forward to going to church. But also it's because I found the right church. You have to find the right ones for you. I've been to a lot of churches. Friends invited me to them, whatever. Find the right one. And you will find that place where you're comfortable. And the one thing I do know is churches do help people. I have a friend that was helped by a church. They were helped with their rent. I've been blessed to not have to need any help. But I've seen other people get helped. From their church or whatever. Because churches don't just take money. They also give it when you need help. So if you're a member or not a member, if you go to a church and they're not willing to help you, that's the wrong church. Get out of there. Don't go anymore. There are churches out there, they're willing to help people when they need help, you know, and they offer counseling and things like that. So I'm going to end this video here, and I hope and pray and wish that you guys have a blessed, prosperous year, and that you are able to handle the challenges that come ahead of you. If you guys want a personal reading, check the description box below in the comment section, and peace.